So this is going to be a totally random video from what I normally film on my channel, which obviously is majority yummy, majority beauty related, but I have an aspect of my life that is kind of random, not even random, it's just something I don't talk about very much on my channel. I kind of have a little bit in like favorites and stuff, but that is something that I love to do in my free time, and which is reading. I love reading. I've always loved reading. I kind of was the little kid growing up that would always have like a ton of books. I had huge bookcases. I mean, my whole life growing up, I have so many books, and one of my favorite things to do if I'm feeling like down or like not myself or just kind of meh is I like to go to the library and just pick up some books that look interesting to me or that I want to read. And yeah, I do actually have a goal this year. If you guys have seen my New Year's resolutions video, I'll link it down below, but one of my New Year's resolutions was to read 50 books this year. I read 30 books last year, so I did have a goal of reading 20 more, and I actually already beat last year's goal. I've read 35 books this year, which to some of you guys may sound like a lot, to some of you guys may sound like, oh, that's it. But for me, in my free time, reading is something I've always enjoyed. So today I kind of wanted to sit down and again film a super random video for you guys showing you my library book haul. Let me know if this is something interesting for you guys, something you enjoy. I do know there's a very small section of YouTube that is dedicated to bookworms things and reading, which I think is awesome. It's a great venue for people that love doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you guys do like these videos, if you want to see an update of like ones that I read and ones that I didn't like and whatever, then leave that in the comments below. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys what I picked up. So I haven't read any of these before. They all looked really interesting to me. Let me know down in the comments below if you have read any of them. So yeah, the first one that I picked up is this one right here. This is the front cover. This one is called Juvie, and this is by Steve Watkins. So this one just looked really interesting to me. It just, yeah, seemed like kind of like Orange is the New Black, but for like teen. I don't know, it just seemed really interesting to me, and yeah, just really cool. So I thought that would be cool to take a look at and read. And then this one was the next book that I picked out. This one is called Wild Hearts by Jessica, the sticker's covering it, Jessica Burkhart? Sorry, I'm coming up the tag of where my library is so you guys can come find me, because as much as I love all of you, I know that there's some interesting people on YouTube that could, yeah, well, I'll leave it at that. But anyways, this is another one. This one just looked like a really light, like romancy kind of novel. I love light books. I like really kind of thrillers and like post-apocalyptic stuff, but this one just seemed really sweet and really like romantic, and I just thought like for a down day, if I'm feeling kind of meh, like this would just be one to kind of perk me up and just be really cute and like romantical. So yeah, I picked up that one. The next one that I picked up is actually one by an author that I've actually been really loving, called Gail Foreman, and she wrote the books If I Stay, Where She Went. Those two books, the movie recently came out, I think either a couple of years ago or last year. Yeah, and this one it's about the girl that like was in the car accident and all of that. So this is the same author, and this one is the one called I Was Here. It's not part of the other series, but it is another one that she's written, and this one just seemed really cool. It's a little bit darker. Like the first line of it is, Cody and Meg were inseparable until they weren't. When her best friend Meg drinks a bottle of industrial strength cleaner alone in a motel room, Cody is understandably shocked and devastated. She and Meg shared everything, so how was there no warning? And then just kind of goes on. Like that was just in the front little cover thing. So yeah, I mean, this one just seemed really interesting. Again, kind of dark and a little bit kind of intense, but I don't know, I kind of like those kind of books, and I really liked If I Stay and Where She Went. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how that one gets along. The next one that I picked up, this one is called Never Always Sometimes by Adi Alsad? Correct me if I'm wrong. But this one just seemed really interesting to me too. This one was about like a boy and a girl that are best friends, and they make this list of like things to never do in high school, and kind of just like how that goes, of like things you're not supposed to do in high school, like hook up with a teacher or dye your hair the color of a rainbow, and like all of this really cool stuff. So yeah, and I guess it's kind of like a little bit romance, a little bit like funny kind of thing. So yeah, I thought this one looked interesting, and it seemed kind of John Greenish, so I really like his books too, so I thought I'd check this one out and see how I like it. The next one that I picked up, this one I actually am really excited to read because I freaking love this author. This one is by, oh yeah, here we go, Lauren Oliver, and this one's called Vanishing Girls. Sorry if I was looking down, I was trying to figure out like which other book she's written because I was trying to remember the name, but she's the one that's written like Delirium, Pandemonium, the one about that book series where love is a disease. One of my favorite book series of all time. I love her writing, so I really wanted to try this one out. It seems a little bit more suspenseful, a little bit more kind of, not horror necessarily, but kind of more just like suspenseful, and like I thought for October and like the Halloween-ish season that would be really cool to read. So yeah, it just seemed really interesting. Like the back of it reads, "This is it. Somehow in these pictures the mystery of the accident is contained, and the explanation for Dara's subsequent behavior, for the silences and the disappearances. Don't ask me how I know, I just do. If you don't understand that, I guess you've never had a sister." So that's what the back reads. So yeah, I just, again, thought this one looked really interesting, really cool to read, and yeah, I love her stuff again. Lauren Oliver is fantastic. Two more, guys, and then we are going to be good for today. This other one that I picked up, okay, so side note with this one, I like reading teen kind of romancy, sci-fi, paranormal, whatever kind of books. Like those are typically what I go for, but this year I've been trying to challenge myself and read stuff out of my comfort zone, read stuff that I wouldn't normally pick up, and this one just kind of caught my eye. Super random, but it's called Stiff, and it's about the curious lives of human cadavers. Why can't I say that word? Cadavers. There we go. Cadavers. So I just thought this one looked super interesting. It's by Mary Roach. Yeah, my boyfriend's in kinesiology, so he deals with oh my gosh, cadavers. There we go. Cadavers all the time. And they always just have kind of fascinated me. Like just weird kind of books like this I'm like really intrigued by. So I kind of just want to read it and see what it's about. And yeah, I don't know, it just seems interesting, so I'll let you guys know how this one gets along, but I'm kind of really excited to read this one, just because it seems the most, like, out of my comfort zone and interesting, but yeah. And then the last one that I picked up is one that's kind of cheesy but adorable, and I think is super cute, and I love animals. That's another aspect I don't share a whole lot, I guess, of on here on YouTube, but I have, like, an unhealthy level of obsession with animals, so I usually try and get something, like, animally related when I go to the library, and so I picked up this one this week. This one's called The Elephant's Secret Sense: The Hidden Life of the Wild Herds of Africa by Caitlin O'Connell. And this one just looked really interesting. Like it just looked really, I don't know, like it's got elephants on the front and they're holding trunks. Like how cute is that? Like it just made me so happy just like looking at it. So this one I guess just is like a documentary kind of written style. It has like pictures in the middle of like elephants. Like look at that. Look how cute, he's got like mud on his head. I just think it's so cute. So yeah, that one is more like nonfiction, obviously, a little bit more kind of sciencey, technical termy, but I really think it's interesting and I love learning new things, especially about animals. So yeah, that one was one that I was really excited to read. So yeah, again, I know this was super random. I hope you guys did like it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you do want to see either updates of what I read or book reviews of any of those, let me know down in the comments below. Again, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you're having a good day. If you're not, I'm sending you love and hugs from my little corner of the world. So if you did like it, give it a thumbs up again. Subscribe to see more of my face, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.